Hi, fire signs. I'm Jess with Q Tarot. Welcome. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. I'm going to get started with a quick blessing and then we're just going to get into it. Holy Spirit, thank you so much for being with us here tonight and in every single breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. All right, I'm going to kick it off with the Star Power Tarot and see what the rest of October has in store for you guys, you fire signs. You guys have a really good energy about you. Let's find out what you have to say. Thank you. I got the Ace of Wands. Wow, we got a brand new start in something. Could be a brand new start in love. It's definitely some kind of trailblazing is kind of what I'm hearing. Some definite new pathway that we are clearing. Ooh, it's like a lot. It's like a lot of things that you have hoped for, that you've wished for. Good stuff. Good stuff. That's what I'm hearing. Nice. And the Hierophant, oh my gosh. Wow, the Hierophant's card of marriage, incidentally, but it's about traditional values. It's about coming together. It's about community involvement. It's about joining together of ideas. It's bringing heaven down to earth. It's kind of connection to spirit. I love this. Wow. You guys are really cooking. Fire signs. It's like the rock stars, I swear. You are, and you're good looking, you know it. Oh, sweet. I got the Ten of Pentacles. We got a lot of financial stability coming towards you. You could be making some extra money this month. This is great news, fire signs. You guys are on fire. I love it. Two of Swords. All right. Two of Swords. We have somebody who's going to be making a decision about something. We're going to find out about what that is in a minute. I'm going to clarify with another deck in a second, but let me get a couple more out with this one. Boop. Three of Wands. Wow, Three of Wands is kind of like, man, I'm like geeking out over this. This is just such good energy. I'm so excited for you. Three of Wands is about manifestations. It's about things coming towards you. I always call it the Amazon Prime card. It's like I sent ahead for that. I knew it was coming. It should be here any day now. That is you. I can't wait to see what it is. King of Swords. What? That's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, but it is really about being able to speak your mind. It's about telling the truth about how you feel. It's clear communication with someone, with people. Lots of people is what I'm hearing. You may be doing some public speaking or something like that. You may be in the public eye at some point here in the near future. I'm not sure how this applies to you. Let's get some clarification. We're going to use a traditional Rider-Waite deck to clarify. What is going on? What's this Hierophant card and this Ace of Wands? It's like making a commitment to something that is really amazing is kind of what I'm feeling. Whether it's another person, whether it's a career path for you, I'm just like really excited. Wow. Eight of Swords. Okay. Eight of Swords is someone who's kind of restricted themselves or someone else from their space for some time. I don't know if you have kind of been self-isolating for a while. Obviously, it's quarantine. Everybody's isolating, I know. But I don't know if you've kind of been going within and kind of been avoiding contact with the outside world for a while now. If that is you, it looks like you're kind of ready to get out there again, kind of get out there. It looks like you may have gone through a breakup recently of some sort. That's kind of what this energy is. Okay. All right, don't sweat it. This is all stuff that's already happened, I feel. So, or this may be why you've kind of been isolating. I'm not sure. Let's see. Holy smokes, but now I got the Ten of Cups and I got the Queen of Wands, and now you're back, baby, is what I hear. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, female. Congratulations. Way to show up in your reading. As well as the Ten of Cups. That is harmony, emotional fulfillment. It's love. It's happy family. Good stuff. Good stuff. This is what you're moving towards. You're coming out of an energy of restriction, out of possibly an energy of heartbreak. There's some kind of new trail that's being blazed, and you're really making a commitment to something that is much more positive. There's a lot of financial stability coming towards you, a lot of emotional well-being and health. What is this Ten of Pentacles going to come from? Thanks. Seven of Swords in reverse. Somebody who wasn't telling the truth before. This is directly relating to your uniqueness and you speaking your truth, telling about who you really are as a person. You've kind of been hiding from the world is kind of what I'm hearing. You've kind of been, what's that old church song that you learned when you're a kid? I'm gonna let it shine, right? And don't put a basket over your light, right? Do you remember that song? Yeah, it feels like you've kind of been doing that for a while. And learning to tell the truth about who you are is something that is kind of setting you free. The devil in reverse is interesting as well. You may have been holding yourself back for a while from some success because of some possibly addictions or possibly some kind of, I don't know, codependency is that kind of monkey on your back sort of thing. The devil is about being chained to something, right? And whenever it's in the reverse, we know that it's kind of just going to be more of the same unless you make a decision to let something go and to release yourself, because these people have chosen to be enslaved, right? And that's something, that's an energy that you are throwing off in order to gain this financial stability, this emotional stability, and it's really bringing you back into yourself. This is why you're such a rock star. This is why. Everybody knows it. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. All right. What's this Two of Swords about? It's kind of a challenging decision. Temperance. Look, there's the card of Sagittarius. Man, you guys are fantastic. Temperance is a card of balance, all right? It's tempering something, you know, like when you temper steel, right? And you go from one thing to another, you bang it out, it gets harder, you shape it into a tool, you mold it into a tool that does the job, right? This is what you've been doing with yourself for some time. Balance is it's coming back to your system, it's being restored. All right, and there's some kind of decision. It's a decision, it's a choice to do this for yourself. Four of Wands, golly geez. Four of Wands, soulmate card, 1111, on the right track, twin flame, awakening kind of card. That's definitely relating to the four walls of your home, creating some kind of stability for yourself. It's fantastic. This means you're on the right track. You could be calling in some kind of soulmate. I see you're manifesting something out here into the future. I don't know if you're on... Two of Swords is an energy of kind of waiting for things to happen as well. So is that Three of Wands. You may be waiting for someone to come into your life. You may have some kind of feeling that it's out there like you're on the cusp of something or someone that you are really, really wanting, that really, really wants you. It's on its way. I think you have a feeling about it. Look at that. I got the Lovers in reverse. I got the Three of Cups in reverse. I got the Hierophant again. Second time, fantastic news. And I've got the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, waiting for some kind of reconciliation, possibly waiting for somebody to come back from the past. I see that you're waiting possibly for things that maybe you shouldn't wait for anymore. That's really interesting. The Lovers is a card of choice. It's, yes, it can relate to a love relationship for sure, but it's definitely a card of choices. It's so interesting that we have both the Devil and we have the Lovers here, and they were both in the reverse. But they're such similar cards, right? Such similar things that we chain ourselves to, things that we tie ourselves to. But one is a much happier energy. When they're both in the reverse, though, we know that there have been some troubles in the past, you know, and this Three of Cups in reverse kind of is someone who's hoping for reconciliation. It can denote a third-party situation in some readings, yes, but this is someone, I'm getting this energy of someone who's hoping for a reconciliation with someone and truly waiting for something like that to happen. That could be this decision you're on the fence about. You're really coming back into balance with yourself and seeing what it is that you want for the future, though, and it kind of looks like what you're really wanting is something kind of traditional, something that... I don't know, brings you a sense of peace and really develops you spiritually. Wow, that's tall order, but not really, right? Not really, because you already have that present within yourself, so you're going to bring that to the table. You're going to be vibrating at that level, so that's the kind of individual you are going to be inviting into your life. That's how that works. Okay. Alrighty, so, a little bit more, hold on. What is this King of Swords about? Ah, the Hermit in reverse. What did I say? Time to get out of your shell. Time to come out of the cave. Yeah, time to get all of the wisdom that you have learned in your time of isolation and bring it to the people, right? This guy's a smart dude. He went in and he spent quite a bit of time alone with just him and his little lantern. And he spent a lot of time in meditation and learned a lot of great lessons while he was doing it. Whenever it's in the reverse, in this particular spread, I'm feeling like it's somebody who needs to get out there, somebody who needs to start talking to other people, kind of start spreading whatever it is, the good news that you have to spread and that you have to share. Now, I'm going to use one more deck real quick, and I'm going to slide this all up here because I kind of want to focus on this little group of cards down here at the bottom. I'm interested to know why I have you waiting here for something that's not really looking like it's going to pan out so well. I'm going to clarify with a different deck. We're going to use this one. This is the Deviant Moon Tarot. Oh, that was a tough choice for me. Can you tell? All right. What is this about? Okay. Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, 4 of Cups in reverse, 2 of Cups in reverse, 9 of Pentacles. Oy, 9 of Pentacles was in your pre-shuffle energy, incidentally, which is a great sign. I'm really happy to see this, but this is honestly, see, I have this guy, he's waiting for something to happen. He's waiting for something to come. He's waiting to harvest something. He's waiting for everything that he's planted to create some kind of harvest, right? But what he's looking at is, there's been some kind of failed partnership. There's something that is like continually reaching for toxicity, things that you don't want in your life, things that are just kind of ugly and toxic. 5 of Cups in reverse really is kind of like the definition of insanity. It's like doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result from it. The Queen of Cups in reverse is someone who's really having a hard time talking about how she feels about things. She can be a little bit overly emotional, and she can be a little bit clingy. She can be a little overly dramatic, and she can be, she can be heartbroken too. You know that. She can be someone who had wanted to give all of her love to someone and was disappointed maybe, and it's caused her to act out in some way. This 2 of Cups in reverse, it's a partnership that it wasn't founded on something that was healthy in the first place. Yeah, whenever it's in the reverse like that. And I have you looking back at all of that, and it's kind of a heavy energy. But this is what I'm excited to see over here on the end, is this 9 of Pentacles, which is this really independent spirit. It is this really, it's someone who's very strong within themselves. They're very unique to themselves. They do one thing and they do it really, really well, and everybody knows it. She's an entrepreneur, or he is an entrepreneur. So it's also throwing off narcissistic, codependent behaviors. Okay. Sorry, that took a minute to get there. So it's kind of like you're starting to see that you don't need to wait on that to improve. Whatever that was in the past, it doesn't feel like it was a good enough energy to even want reconciliation from. Does that make sense? Like, when you look at it like that, when you look at how toxic it really was, why would you want to reconcile with that energy? And so now that you're seeing that more clearly, it's like the light bulb moment happens, and then you can start looking towards the future. Now you can start kind of sharing your voice about things. Now you can kind of look towards possibly a new beginning, definitely in something. We've got this Ace of Wands at the beginning, King of Swords at the end, fast-moving energy, things really coming back into balance with that Temperance card. You're all over this place, and you've got a lot of financial stability and abundance coming into you. You got the Hierophant out twice, a lot of spiritual development. You've really worked on yourself. This is fantastic. It's really good news. I'm going to tidy this little section up here. And see, is there anything else on here I have any questions about for you? What is coming right real quick? Like, I'm going to just do a couple more with this Hush Tarot out for you guys. Two of Cups. What? And now it's in the upright. Now we can start something new. Now we can start something fresh. Now we have some kind of new partnership that comes in. This is exactly what we were hoping for. Two of Cups, second time out tonight. First time, it was in the reverse because that was in the past. Now we're looking towards the future. Now we have somebody new coming in. Incidentally, one of the soulmate cards, another one of the soulmate cards. You guys had the Lovers card out earlier. Jeez. Oh my gosh, I got the Wheel of Fortune. Holy smokes. And then I got the Four of Cups. Okay, Four of Cups, second time out for you guys to have the Four of Cups as well. The Wheel of Fortune is good timing. It's definitely good timing. Four of Cups says we're not going to focus on that past anymore. We're not going to do that anymore. It's a lingering energy of kind of like loneliness and you know, it's like being right next to somebody and being lonely at the same time. That's that feeling. We're not going to have that anymore. We're not going to do that anymore. Because you can do that on your own. You don't have to be with another person to feel that way. This Wheel of Fortune is about divine timing, stepping in. It's about good karma. It's about things going your way. It's about being in the right place at the right time. And it's fantastic news. You guys are great. I love you a ton, and I will see you soon. If you want to book a personal reading with me, all that information is somewhere down below. I love meeting you guys, and I love reading for you. Thanks for letting me, and I'll catch you soon. Hang in there.